Hey, how's it going? I have another build video for you today. As you can see, I'm on the Warlock this time, but we're just gonna skip the formalities. We're just gonna jump right into it. So to start off, I'll just start with kind of the purpose of this build, and I really just wanted to make a build for Telesto. Telesto got a lot of changes recently. They made it to where when you get multi-kills, it reloads your weapon, and of course, it got a new catalyst. And later in the gameplay, you'll see the catalyst is actually really strong. So the catalyst says, after activating Harbinger's Pulse multiple times, which is this trait right here, multi-kills with void damage, immediately reload this weapon from reserves. Basically just get void multi-kills, and you have to do that 3 times in order to get this. So when you hold R, it gives you a special reload animation, and the next time you get a direct hit with Telesto, it'll cause a rain of projectiles on your next target, and it's honestly really strong. I was shocked. And later on, I'll be in the GM, and you'll see that you can almost 2-shot an unstop with this. You get your first shot off, and then the projectiles will start raining in from above, and it almost kills it. And sometimes it does kill it. I don't understand, like, sometimes it feels like it's RNG if you get the 2-shot or not, but you'll see later what I mean. And so the other exotic of choice, I went with Mantle of Battle Harmony. There was a lot of other things I tried to go with. I tried to use Sanguine, which gives you another damage bonus, but something that I really had a tough time with Sanguine is that I had a tough time sticking to my Rift. Because I'll show you later in the GM. GMs can be scary, you know, you can die super easily, and sticking to your Rift in a GM is kind of difficult. So I kind of found Mantle of Battle Harmony to be a very simple way to get that damage bonus. The same amount of damage bonus as Sanguine, maybe just a little bit less. But of course, you know, with Mantle of Battle Harmony, final blows with weapons matching your equipped super damage type grant you super energy. We're using a void super, and a little bit more into that later when we jump into the subclass. When your super energy is full, you instead gain a temporary bonus to weapon damage of that type. Pretty simple. I've already made a build with Mantle of Battle Harmony with a rocket build, but this will be using Telesto. So next we'll just jump right into the subclass. The super of choice, I have Nova Warp. You can go with Nova Bomb if you want, but I like using Nova Warp because it's a roaming super. As you know, you would get those 10 times faster. And so let's just jump into the abilities. I have Healing Rift, just for some more healing. This is the only choice you have. I went with Vortex Grenade, just because Vortex Grenade is really strong, and it kind of goes into one of the aspects that we have. So I'll just jump into the aspects. So if you're here, we have Chaos Accelerant. As it says, press and hold your grenade button to overcharge your grenade, making it deadlier and more effective. And it says for the Vortex Grenade, it increases the size and linear duration of the vortex, which is probably the strongest part of this aspect. So with those two together, you have a really strong grenade. And of course, the next one, we have Feed the Void. When you defeat a target with a void ability, you will activate Devour, and as you know, Devour's easily the strongest verb in the game. It grants you health, grenade energy, and when you get a kill while you have Devour, it extends it. But with Feed the Void, it improves those effects. It gives you additional health and additional grenade energy. So next we'll jump into the fragments. First, we have Echo of Undermining. Your Void Grenade weakens targets. Pretty self-explanatory. Weaken is a source of extra damage. When you weaken a target, they take extra damage. Next fragment, we have Echo of Remnants. Your lingering grenade effects, Vortex Grenade, Void Wall, Void Spike, and Axion Bolt have increased duration. So your Vortex Grenade is going to last longer. Echo of Instability. Defeating a target with grenades grants volatile rounds for your Void weapons. Pretty self-explanatory. We're going to have 2 Void weapons, so this is obviously just a extra bonus. And then Echo of Reprisal, Void Fragment. Final blows when surrounded by combatants grants super energy. Just another way to help you get your super a little faster. So next I'll real quick go over the artifact perks that I went with. I went with Volatile Marksman. Of course, getting Void weapon precision hits give you volatile rounds. Just another way to get that. And then I am using a time loss weapon from the Vault of Glass raid, the machine gun specifically, so this will give it bonus damage. It'll be really helpful later. Of course, since I'm using that machine gun, this will give me increased reload speed and stability, and final blows actually heal you, which is really interesting. And then King's Vestige, there's going to be a lot of taken in this GM, you'll see that later. When you get a finisher, it gives you some special ammo. When you rapidly apply Volatile, your next instance of void weapon damage will create a weakening burst. Gold from lead, picking up special ammo will give you heavy. Particle reconstruction is key because since we're using Telesto, which is a fusion rifle, the more you hit a target with Telesto, the more damage you will do to them. And of course, Defibrillating Blast, which stunning a champion grants maximum stackable charge. Just some extra damage for you. Next, I'll real quick go over the armor mods. So for the helmet, we have Ashes to Assets, Void Siphon, Special Ammo Finder, just to help you get some more special ammo. Grenade Kickstart, Impact Induction, Firepower, Charged Up, Arc Damage Resistance, but as you know, Chestplate is whatever the activity requires. Innervation, Recuperation, Stacks on Stacks, Raper, Powerful Attraction, and Bomber. So next I'll real quick over the weapons. First I have Unloved, the hand cannon. It's one of my favorite hand cannons right now. This is the roll that I have, Hatchling Tear, but it's really up to you. You know, you can use whatever weapons you want. But of course, this is a Telesto build, so I have Telesto. And then lastly, I have Corrective Measure. I love this machine gun. I love this roll that I have on it. I have Destabilizing and Demoralize. And then, of course, my favorite part is the Origin trait. When you get final blows with this weapon, great bonus super energy. And then when your super expires, it doubles the magazine and reloads it from reserves. It is honestly one of my favorite Origin traits right now, especially when using it with Mantle of Battle Harmony. Because when you get kills with this exotic plus this machine gun, you're going to be getting supers back really quickly, which I kind of like. I'll jump into the loop real quick for the build. So for the loop of the build, it's really simple. Obviously, is to be using Telesto, but something that I like to do is I like to charge up my grenade. I'll toss it out, and something interesting about the Vortex grenade is that it pulls the targets inwards towards the center of the grenade, and since it has a larger size, it has a bigger radius to pull targets in. So what I like to do is I'll charge it, I'll toss it at a group of enemies, it's going to pull everything towards the center, and then I'll blast them with the Telesto, and you'll see that in the gameplay. It's actually really satisfying. So the whole point is to get your super back as fast as you can, and then using Telesto during that time that you have that damage bonus, because when you get your super back, Mantle of Battle Harmony plus a Vault of Glass weapon, because of that Origin trait, you're gonna get your super insanely quickly. It is so nice. So once you get your super, and of course any kills following that afterwards, will give you that ×4 void weapon damage bonus. And of course, that's what we want for our Telesto, because more damage equals payday, baby. Let's go. So that's pretty much it for the build. Like, it's another simple build, nothing too crazy about it. Very self-explanatory. Just get grenade kills, pull all those dudes in. Getting those grenade kills will give you your void weapons volatile rounds, of course, and then you'll get Devour, which will feed into your grenade, and, you know, survivability, of course. I think it's just a very fun and solid build. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into the gameplay and showcase it for you. Awesome, and we're in. Okay, so first, what I like to do is I like to get machine gun kills, of course, to get it started, so I can get my super back as fast as possible, so I can get that damage bonus. But there is an unstop right here, so I'm gonna stun him, toss my grenade, just keep shooting him, keep shooting him. I mean, Telesto really just chunks, dude, especially with the artifact perk Reconstruction. Like, it does so much damage. I mean, I'm already about to have my super, and we just started. It really is like the time lost magazine trait with the Mantle of Battle Harmony. It's like you get supers back ridiculously quickly. Okay, so I actually have, if you look on the bottom left of my screen, above my super bar, you can see the Harbinger Seath, which is because I got multiple void kills 3 times, it filled up those 3 bars that I needed. And so I'm going to special reload it. So now, as you can see, it says it's primed. So I'll show you how much damage it can do. I'm just going to go ahead and stun this unstop. There's just unstop up here. As you can see, he's right there. I'm gonna shoot him. Just look how much damage it does. For what it, I only shot it one time too, so like for what it is, it's pretty decent. I mean, it's just extra damage on top. Okay, I have it again. I'm gonna special reload. I know there's an unstop that spawns up here. I'm gonna kill these guys first. Alrighty. This time I'm gonna shoot 2 shots, see if we can get the 1 shot. Okay, we didn't get the 1 shot, but I mean, look at how much health he has. Oh, there he goes. I mean, just right there you can see how much damage it can do by itself. I mean, I only shot it twice, and obviously there's like other things that added to it, like other artifact perks. But I mean, it is what it is, you know. Seasons change and things change. But I also want to show you what I meant earlier. So I'm gonna throw this grenade. They're all gonna group up, and I'm gonna shoot it, and all of them are dead. It's just another little satisfying thing. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this guy. Okay, yeah, definitely did not die right there. Definitely did not have to reload this activity and get back to where I was. 100%. Okay, 3rd time's a charm. Got back to where I was. Let's see how this will handle. Oh, that is so satisfying. That's what I meant, like you just group them all together with your grenade like that. Just mow them down with the Telesto. See it again. Oh, that's so juicy. Oh, it's so juicy. I already have my super back too. My goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and use it actually. Just clear out these guys. You know, I used to not be a big fan of this super, but it's kind of growing on me a little bit. I just wish it lasted a little bit longer, but that's alright. Alrighty. I'm gonna pop my super, TP cross. That was kind of risky, but sometimes you just gotta take those risks. Not really, but thought it'd look cool, and I think it did. Well, as you can see, I clearly suck at this game, but I think it has so much potential in better hands than mine, clearly. But, I mean, it's so simple. I mean, Telesto got so many buffs to a point where I think it's actually pretty, you know, like a viable option. Nobody is considering these things. You know, there's so many things in the game that nobody's considering. Obviously, there's like meta builds, because if you just run Consecration Titan, I easily could have made it to the end, maybe. As I obviously am really good at this game. And that is pretty much it, guys. Thanks again for watching. I hope that whenever you use it, it runs a lot better for you than it clearly does for me, but it's all about having fun. I think I have a lot of fun with this build, so I hope you do too. Thanks again for watching. See ya.